My name is Kelvin. In this video, I'm going to talk about type of cell references we use in Excel. So let's get into it. Let me introduce the three different types of references that we use in Excel. So they are, number one, relative reference, absolute reference, and mixed references. So let me give you an example of what I have in this report. This particular product that we are selling are all the detergents, and these are the codes. They are sold in three different channels. So we have things like direct, online, and retail. So what we're going to do in this exercise is we're going to find out what is the total. Now this is a very fairly easy kind of exercise to do. However, our focus this time is not the formula but the references. So usually we will click this, we will click the auto sum. So when we do that, so let's focus on this reference. The reference says D3 to F3. So when we press enter, we get the answer, and usually we will just copy it down. You're right. So this is the answer. Now let's observe the formula as we go. So if I look at this formula, it's D3, F3. What about the next formula? D4, F4, D5, F5, D6, F6, and it's going to go all the way down to the last one, D13, F13. So as I move the formula down, that means if I copy the formula down, the direction is vertically down, and we are actually changing the row number on the left. If you look at it, we are moving downwards, so the row number change. Now if I do the same for this channel, sum, in this kind of formula, we do not copy it down, but instead we copy it to the right. So if I do that, then let's check the formula again. So if I double click this, it will be D3, D13. But if I go to the next row, it's E3, E13 because this is column E. And the next row is F3, F14. And lastly, G3, G14. Right? So when I move or I copy the formula from left to right, now you notice that the column alphabet is changing. So this is what we call relative reference. Right? Now the next reference that I'm going to talk about is the absolute reference. The absolute reference means references that don't move. So let me show it to you. I'm going to calculate how much does 25,938 contribute to the overall sales. So the formula that I'm going to write here, for this particular cell, H3, I have formatted it to percentage. Therefore, we don't have to format it again. So equals to G3, I will divide it by G15. So in order to make sure that when I copy down, the G3 will go to G4, but the G15 will stay in G15, I need to make G15 an absolute reference. So all I need to do is make sure my cursor is blinking next to G15, and I'll press the function key F4. So once I've done that, you'll notice that the dollar symbol right around the G and the 15. So that's it. So all I need to do now is I copy it down. That's right, just copy it down. Let's go through the formula again. G3, G15, G4, G15. Do you notice that the G15 don't move? Yes, that's right. G15 now is an absolute reference in our formula. Now, the last format, the last reference that we're going to discuss here, I don't have an example, but I'm just going to give you an idea what is that all about. So when you see $G, you lock the column G. But when you put a dollar next to the 15, that means you lock the 15. Now, if I continue to press my F4 key, you will notice that now I don't lock the G, but I lock the 15. If I press the F4 again, I'm locking the G and I'm not locking the 15. If I press again, it goes into the relative. So this F4 key is a toggle between relative, absolute, and mixed references. So when you see only $1 symbol next to the G or the 15, that's what we call mixed references. All right, so I'm not going to do anything to this. That's all for this video. Thank you so much, and